This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids.
What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and I know I'm late, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about this Google Stadia platform that has been announced. So the past week, Google announced their new streaming service that will be available on all platforms to play games on. They will have its own controller, and basically all you need is a device that can connect to the internet to play it on, be it your tablet, cell phone, computer, smart TV, what have you. Sounds great, doesn't it? Here's the thing. What is the purpose or the end game of this? And I'm not sure what it is. A lot of people, of course, are now hyped because, oh my god, this will make it easier. No more console. I can get games whenever I want, wherever I want, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, that's not necessarily going to be true. One thing that I think is a big problem is internet infrastructure. People, the United States alone has poor internet infrastructure. And we probably have better internet than most other countries around the globe. Mind you, there are places that have immaculate internet like South Korea, things like that. But we're not even sniffing them. And we're one of the best. That's the thing. Not everybody's going to be able to use this. I know that they said between 20 to 25 megabytes per second internet is suitable enough for this, which is generally, like in most people cases, standard internet connection for when they get an internet service in their places. But there are still some places that can't even hit that at a consistent basis. And then you have to factor in upload traffic and all of that. We don't have a stable enough internet to make this a like out the box viable thing. Now maybe somewhere down the future when internet policies change and people are more able to access the higher rated internet at an affordable price, or maybe government provided internet, however it's going to go in the future, this will be the thing. But that's my biggest worry, is the internet. Like, you're selling a dream to people who aren't really thinking about the ramifications of this, and that's what we do a lot of times. Like, a lot of us don't really think it through. We think, oh, well, I have high-speed internet, I should be good. It's not necessarily that you have high-speed internet. It's about the stability of your internet and the way that the infrastructure works. Because Lord knows, we all have had problems. All of us who have pretty decent internet speed. Like, I have 150 megabits per second. Sounds pretty good, right? But think about like what I do with my internet. I have my smart TV connected to it. I have my Amazon Fire TV for certain apps that I use connected to it. My PlayStation is connected to it. My PC is connected to it. My cell phone and tablets are connected to it. And at any time, I could use just alone myself 3 of those at once. Especially being a content creator, you're streaming and you're playing video games online. You're using up quite a bit of your own bandwidth, and there are complications even no matter how high you are that can happen. Like, it could be something wrong with the service in your area. You may be in an area where you don't necessarily get that consistent rate that you're actually paying for, which I've had happen multiple times. It could be the way that your internet is, connected in your house, the way if you're doing Wi-Fi especially, like, you don't know what can block the signal, what can degrade the signal, other things around it. It's not something that you should bank on being what they say it is, especially with all the talk about 4K, 60 frames per second, the ability to go up to 8K and 120 frames per second and things like that. Those are all great numbers, and those are all optimum level numbers. And the things that we saw on the stream, of course, is going to be done at optimum level. So it's going to look really, really great if you're that person that can get that thing. So you have to think about that when you're thinking about investing in this. A lot of people are saying this is going to get rid of consoles. I don't think it's necessarily going to get rid of consoles. I think even the console developers want to do that. Like, we see Microsoft throwing their brand on all different platforms as many as they can, gearing themselves up for a console-less future. Sony not so much so, but they've talked about it. You know, the idea of putting things on PC, not necessarily having a physical console, or making like the console itself just a kind of, you know, device for you to be able to, you know, use to stream your content to, and not necessarily a traditional console. We've seen them had talkings like that. Thing is, the reason why it's probably not something that's in the immediate future for most people is because of internet infrastructure. I know a lot of us like to say a lot of us are worried about the physical media aspect of it, the actual ability to own your games and what have you, whereas you probably won't be able to do this with this, because most likely they'll probably use a subscription service since it's a streaming platform. I think that's one of the biggest concerns that people should have is pricing. Are we going to be paying $60 a game to stream AAA games, or are we just going to pay a percentage? Are we going to like rental? What's the rent thing that they haven't really discussed pricing structure and platform for this product? But you know, there's a lot of reasons to be excited because this is a new, fascinating technology. But there's a lot of reasons to kind of be worried about this, at least investing in it early on. I think over time it could be something that could probably be a viable platform, but I think right now people need to temper their expectations and calm down. Like, don't think that we're out of the woods yet with having to buy a console to play certain games, or having to buy a PC and things like that. It's not there yet. It's probably getting there, but it definitely isn't there yet. Until internet infrastructure, the main thing, is established, no matter how well priced this is, it's not going to be something for everybody. It's not going to become the it platform for everybody, I think. But it has potential. It seems like a cool idea. It's a very, very cool idea. Don't get me wrong, but you know, you have to like caution yourself when thinking about this. Like, you guys don't remember, it takes time for certain things like this to develop, and you have to watch out for Google, because Google, if they don't hit the ground running, they've been known to tear things down. Like when they tried to make Google Plus the social media hub, you see like now all of us are getting the emails telling us, yo, end of this month, that shit's out of here, we're done with this, we're not wasting no more money on this, you know. So, you know, if they don't become the go-to it thing early on, will they sustain it? Who knows? That's another worry too. But the biggest worry for me is internet infrastructure, and how that's going to play, because you're going to need very, very good internet, especially with the claims that they're making that it doesn't matter what device you have, you'll be able to get these things, which I kind of like, I think you're saying that, but you're not really saying, well, you may have limitations due to your hardware still. But hey, we'll see. We'll see what Stadia will do in the future. It's some exciting new tech, and I can't wait to see them actually dive into it. Lucky thing for them, with Sony pulling out and other companies pulling out of E3, it's pretty much them and Microsoft's show as far as the big like hype thing that people are going to be expecting for E3. So hey, you know, do your thing, Google. Make a believer out of me, please. But anyway, as always, you guys, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you're thinking. I'll hit you later. This your boy Blak, and I'm out. Deuces.